Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by longtime Patreon supporter Brett. Huge thanks to Brett and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Brett reached out asking for a deck led by June Bounty Hunter, and I was more than happy to build it for him. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. June Bounty Hunter is a 2-mana 2/2 legendary human mercenary who cannot be blocked so long as we've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. We may also pay 1 and sacrifice another creature to create a clue token. So, Brett mentioned how he was leaning towards a sacrifice or aristocrats build, and that's the direction I went with. But since our commander makes clues and can be made unblockable, we have a little bit of synergy in that direction as well. Also, for those new to the channel, let me explain what an aristocrats deck is. Aristocrats is an archetype in Magic the Gathering designed around the idea of sacrificing creatures for value. It is a synergistic build with 3 parts: creatures to sacrifice, sacrifice outlets, and payoffs for sacrificing those creatures. Now, before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes and colors, including this new blue 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, then this box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building Commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Cabal Coffers, Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, Phyrexian Tower, Cabal Stronghold, Bojuka Bog, War Room, and 30 swamps. Yes, a big portion of our budget is tied up in our lands, as is the case for many stronger decks. If you're on a budget, just replace the expensive lands with swamps. For mana ramp, we've got Pitiless Plunderer, Black Market Connections, Jet Medallion, Cryptghast, Dread Presence, Solemn Simulacrum, Burnished Heart, Warren Soul Trader, Black Market, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Cold Steel Heart, and Throne of Eldraine. Lots of ways to ramp out ahead of the curve. Our card advantage package consists of Obsessive Pursuit, Nyla Shershu Sleuth, Tamio's Journal, Ayara, First of Locthwain, Skull Clamp, Morbid Opportunist, Twilight Prophet, Dark Confidant, Demonic Tutor, Beseech the Mirror, Victimize, Liliana Dreadhorde General, Phyrexian Reclamation, and Dark Prophecy. Thematic and powerful, just what you want in a Bracket 3 deck. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Grave Pact, Dictate of Erebos, Feed the Swarm, Braid's Arisen Nightmare, Accursed Marauder, Plague Crafter, Priest of Forgotten Gods, Dayuthi Voidwalker, Contamination, Withering Torment, Archenemy's Charm, and Deadly Rollick. Lots of ways to remove annoying permanents and share the fun of sacrificing creatures with our opponents. Our board wipes consist of the Meathook Massacre, Zodiarch Umbral God, and Blasphemous Edict. Wanted to keep it thematic. Our sacrifice outlets consist of Umbral Collar Zealot, Viscera Seer, and Carrion Feeder. For aristocrat payoffs, we've got Mirkwood Bats, Blood Artist, Marionette Apprentice, Zulaport Cutthroat, Agent of the Iron Throne, Bastion of Remembrance, Marionette Master, Nadir's Nightblade, and Vindictive Vampire. Finally, the core of our deck consists of Raven Eagle, Ophiomancer, Tarion Soul Cleaver, Jadar Ghoul Caller of Nephalia, 9 Lives Familiar, Stridehanger Automaton, Academy Manufactor, and Orcish Bowmasters. Wanted some extra token generators so we had more permanents to sacrifice. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 36 lands and 14 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 14 pieces of card advantage. 12 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Dayuthi Voidwalker and Bajuka Bog. 1 sudden I win card in the Meathook Massacre. But even without the Aristocrats package, which makes up the majority of our deck, we can win the game with Tarion Soul Cleaver. All we need to do is sacrifice a bunch of creatures or artifacts, grow our commander, draw a second card, and kill an opponent. Shouldn't be too difficult. But our primary way to win with this deck is to create a bunch of tokens and sacrifice them. We can do this turn after turn after turn, and the more Aristocrats we have, the more damage we deal. Do you have an Aristocrats deck? What's your secret deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Damon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Elix, Borgi, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Damon.